After review, the runner was down short of the line to gain at the 29.5-yard line. Therefore, we have a turnover on down. It will be Miami's ball, 1st and 10.
Another so close yet so far defeat for the New England Patriots, who fall to 2-0 for the first time since 2001. And let me be the 6th person probably to remind you that the Patriots won the Super Bowl that year, and it's definitely the same caliber team. But this video is not going to be all gloom and doom, because there were good things about that game, and I was there. Electricity was awesome. It was packed. The fans were definitely into it. So with the defense is fantastic. Last year they were probably overrated because they seemed to only have great games against backup quarterbacks, but they've done a good job. They did a good job on Tua. They contained him. Certainly a lot better than the Chargers did the prior week. And sure, it was far from perfect. Raheem Mostert not getting touched on that touchdown. Waddle and Tyreek Hill kind of seemed to have their way for the most part. But it was a very typical bend not break defense for the Patriots, which should be more than enough. There were drives that Tua was marching down the field and all hope seemed to be lost for the defense, but then they'd find a way to get the stop. 4th down, missed field goal, turnover. Patriots defense did a good job. Enough to win the game. And then the special teams was absolutely fantastic, amazing, the best special teams game I've seen in a while. And if I'm raving this much about special teams, it probably means that the Patriots don't got a lot going for them. It's probably true, but our kicker, Chad Ryland, he's got a leg. That was an impressive 51-yarder. It had more to it also. And I know a lot of fans were bummed out when Nick Folk got traded and the 38-yarder was no longer automatic, but you need a kicker who can kick it from 50, and Nick Folk just couldn't do that. So the 4th rounder looks pretty good. And then that blocked field goal was awesome. A scheme I'd never personally seen before, having the guy kind of run in and then just bolt completely uncovered. Very innovative by Belichick. The kind of thing I think the rest of the league might steal. And then a rule will probably be created to kind of prevent it. It'll be like the ineligible man downfield reporting that, like they did against the Ravens in the divisional round in 14. So the Patriots defense would get a B. Good enough to win, and I'm not saying that they're like the 2000 Ravens or the Legion of Boom, but they'd get a B. The special teams would get like an A-. And then the offense would get the kind of grade that you'd have to bring back for your parents to sign and then give it back to the teacher because it was not too good. So let me start by saying that I'm very disappointed in Bill O'Brien. I really, really am. I had high expectations and I haven't seen them. I hoped week 1 against the Eagles that the play calling, the unoriginality, in the very similar nature to last year, I hoped that it was a fluke, that it was just week 1, but saw the same things in week 2. No play action and it drives me crazy. And it can't establish the running game, and yes, I know Mac Jones has gotten to throw it a lot more. But the Patriots have also been playing from behind both weeks, and the running game sucked. So I wouldn't say that was necessarily a good thing. That's not necessarily what you want. You want him to throw like 35 times, not 50. 50 and there's usually a problem. So for me, I do feel like, to a degree, I might owe Matt Patricia a little bit of an apology. Because he was scapegoated, I think. End of the day, Belichick put him, a guy that never coached the offense, in that position. So what did we really expect to happen? So I'm sorry, Patricia, I am, because all of the problems last year are showing themselves in these 2 weeks. Bad play calling and unable to come back down. Always making mistakes, penalties. You know, too many screens. And then there's Mac Jones. Mac Jones is a closer like O.J. Simpson was innocent in 1994. I'm getting very, very, very tired of the excuses. The offensive line sucks. Tell that to like half the league. Joe Burrow took like the worst offensive line I've ever seen like 2 years ago to the Super Bowl. A good quarterback gets rid of the ball a little quicker. Mac's footwork needs work. He's always taking that untimely sack that completely takes you out of the drive. I don't care if they blitz. He's just too slow. He gets rid of the ball too slow. His feet, he's not fast enough. It always feels like with Mac Jones that when anything good happens, like when the Patriots got the ball back, he does something stupid. Like throw the ball ill-advised to a not even remotely open Devontae Parker, who is also covered by Xavier Howard, who's like an all-pro cornerback in this league. You can't do that. And how many chances does Mac Jones get to try to tie or win a game, and he just keeps coming up short? It's very frustrating. He just can't close. He just does not have the clutch gene. Just like he didn't have the clutch gene last year. And I know people can say we were a play here, we were a play there, and even that fourth down play. That pass to Gesicki, that wasn't even a smart pass. Why would you throw it 3 yards in front of the first down when it's fourth down? You needed the yards. And by the way, that was the correct play call by the refs. He was short. But it shouldn't have to come down to that. But like I said at the beginning of the video, this is not all gloom or doom. In my eyes, I start to see this team a little bit like 2 years ago. Slow start. The Patriots started 2-4. Had a tough start to the season, tough schedule, just like they do right now. But then there's that pocket of very winnable games. The Commanders, the Colts, the Giants, who, even though they came back against the Cardinals, absolutely blow. The Chargers, who Patriots would blow out even with Cam Newton. And the Steelers don't look too hot either. Now that Rodgers is gone, you get Wilson twice against the Jets. The Raiders is winnable, and so is Denver, who quite honestly, it's starting to look like a train wreck over there. Sean Payton's already throwing Russell Wilson under the bus. So what I mainly just named, that's like 8 or 9 wins. So what does it mean? You're gonna have to steal 1 or 2 from the good teams. The teams who are definitely better than you. The Chiefs, the Dolphins, the Bills, you play them twice, the Cowboys. Among those 5 games, can you steal 1 or 2 games? That'll be the difference of the Patriots making and missing the playoffs. Because once you're in the dance, all bets are off. So at the end of the day, Patriot fans can hold your head up, because in a few days, we'll all be reminded that Mac Jones is not the worst first-round quarterback from the 2021 draft, because there's Zach Wilson. And I can already see it. Wilson scrambling, throwing some fly ball right to Kyle Duggar's hands, and the Patriots winning a game like 24-13. Look, if the Patriots lose next week, 0-3, then the panic button, I'm pressing it hard, but just not doing it yet. You don't panic after 2 games. So Patriot fans, don't go start watching Tatum and Brown highlights quite yet. Not all hope is lost, but Patriots got to be consistent. They can't be digging themselves holes. Mac got to play better. And the defense got to keep doing what it's doing. Let's see.